I just written a little note to myself, and I see that some of you folks at home saw it. There it is, Spitz. I don't know. I'm thinking of new names for my dachshund, and it's Spitz, maybe one of them. I may just call him, I may call him Spitz, or Spitty. There it is, okay. It's like an old episode of the Match Game, isn't it? There it is. Let's see. Let's get a guest out here and try and launch this thing to the moon. Our next guest is an actor, a comedian, and as of this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, a two-time Emmy Award winner, and he is currently starring in the film called Mistress. Please welcome Robert Wuhl. Robert! They call the wind Mariah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, he does a bang-up disco version of that song in his special that we all just love.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you...
Doc's here, Doc's not here. Good to see you, Robert. How are you?
Fine.
You look a little tired. You came in from California shortly after I did, I guess.
Did you take the red eye or no?
I don't know what the red eye is. That's something you order in restaurants down south, isn't it?
I take the, no, it's actually the flight, of course, that comes in at, you leave at like 10 o'clock at night, you come in at 6 o'clock in the morning,
That's right. I was on that flight.
Which airline? You weren't on my airline.
I was on American Airlines.
I was on TWA.
Flight 10.
I was on TW8, which is about how many minutes of sleep I got on this flight here. I
don't fly TWA anymore. Carl Icahn has ruined the carrier. Thank you very much.
That's true.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
It's true.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it's horrible. The food's horrible. They don't even vacuum out the damn planes when they're turning around. So I say, what's next? You're not vacuuming. Are you even refueling? Carl, can you have a look at the O-rings for us? Well, maybe. We're doing some cutbacks here. Sure, we'll try and get to them.
That's true. They did. It was a great airline.
It used to be a great airline.
Yeah, Howard Hughes used to
Yeah, Howard Hughes.
Great history.
All right, enough of that nonsense.
No, so I'm taking this, the flight. I figure I'll sleep on the airline. Except I get the kid, the 6-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You've had this kid. He comes in the kid you pray does not sit next to you. The creature from hell, right? He comes, except he didn't sit next to me. Worse, he sits behind me.
Behind you.
Okay, yeah. And it's one of these kids who's banging the call button the whole night, and he's screaming the whole, Ma! 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 The whole, and his parents are like home ignoring the child, right? Yeah. And then the worst, he starts playing with the tray table behind your seat, banging it down, banging it. Oh, and I'm sitting there, and it made me totally reassess my position on abortion. Because I used to be pro-choice. But with some kids, there should be no choice whatsoever. You know, it should be mandatory. It should be retroactive. And then TWA, okay, it stops. It's not supposed to stop.
No. Wait a minute. It stopped?
It stopped in Philly.
Oh, no, it's not supposed to stop.
No. So we had to switch planes and go from Philly to New York. It takes 3.5 hours to go from Philly to New York.
Right.
You can jog this in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, what's the deal there?
The worst airline, we switched to this local carrier, Axis Airways. Axis, what they do is they fly straight up in the air, wait for the Earth to rotate.
Axis Airways. Right. Man, that's something. That's amazing.
Now, I heard so I pick up a paper. I come in this morning. I got to get it from the horse's mouth now. I pick up the New York Post, your picture. Now, let me see if I got this right. Did you get traded for Jose Canseco?
That's right. I was involved in the Jose Canseco deal, yes. I have to suit up and fly to Oakland in a couple of hours. And congratulations on the big Emmy Award again. What is it you won for? This was the same thing you won for last year, wasn't it?
Writing
the
for,
Academy Award show.
Yeah, writing for a
congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
for you.
Thanks. Of course, again, we're in the. I appreciate that, but we're in the wrong category. We were opposite. And can I give my speech? It'll take 20 seconds. I didn't get a chance to give it because the show was going so well. You know, it was moving at such a brisk pace. They didn't have time for me. I just want to let me thank Billy Crystal and Gil Cates, Barbara Phoebe, Evan Jerry.
Barbara Phoebe. I'm
Evan and Jerry.
Is it Barbara Phoebe or two women? Barbara and Phoebe.
Barbara and Phoebe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And Alan Stephen, and also I want to thank.
Is it Alan and Stephen or a guy named Alan Stephen?
Okay. And I want to thank, first of all, the nominees in the other categories, which we should not have been in, and that's to congratulate Saturday Night Live, In Living Color, The Tonight Show, and I firmly believe the best writing on television for the last 10 years, Late Night with David Letterman. I truly, that's just feeling it. That's just feeling it.
That's very very gentlemanly of you. That's a very nice thing to have said. Now, let's talk about Mistress. You're the star of this film.
Yeah.
You, Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro and Danny
Aiello.
Danny Aiello.
Eli Wallach.
Danny Aiello always plays a character named Paulie. Or who am I thinking of? No, it's Paul Sorvino, who is always. Yeah, both of them.
Or also played Danny Aiello.
Yeah, the character is always Paulie. And
Martin Landau.
Martin Landau.
It's a wonderful, wonderful.
How did you get to be in this film? No offense, but just relax, will you? No offense, but you're like the star of the film, and we have all of these other guys kind of playing supporting characters. I mean, that must have been sort of a shock to even you, huh?
It's a wonderful. It was a wonderful opportunity. Barry Primus and of course Mayor Tepper and Robert De Niro produced it. So it's like it gives me like a seal of approval. And I auditioned. It's a wonderful thing, especially for the kids like De Niro and Aiello and and Eli Wallach. And watch out for this Landau kid. He's going to be good too.
Something.
It's a very wonderful movie, and I hope people get a chance to see it. It's an art film, and it's...
Now, what does that mean, it's an art film?
It's a very smart comedy, intelligent. It's not being distributed widely. In fact, it's playing at a theater nowhere near you, let me tell you.
You have to fly to Philly and then get on the Axis Airways. Sure. We need to pause here for a commercial break. Probably a message from the friendly folks at TWA.
Go and find yourself a toy. 'Cause baby, my time is too expensive. I'm nothing to pay with it.
Oh, we're running a bit late. Thank you very much, Aaron, and the rest of you guys. Always a pleasure. Please come back again. The Neville brothers, ladies and gentlemen. My thanks also to Robert Wuhl. Robert, good luck with Mistress. Thank you. Nice to see you. Congratulations again on the Emmy. And my thanks to Sarah Jessica Parker. Good night, everyone.